Kila kila pale ola na pipila me ka kua ki pupu Pa kanani o pu kalani la me ka hai ho kalana kila hu ie ha hu I koni koni I ka pu vai hu ie ha hu I koni koni I ka pu vai A kahi ho I au I ka makala me ka rafara hela we kai I nui ka vai ani la me ka pu aku ke moni hu ie ha hu I koni koni I ka pu vai hu ie ha hu I koni koni I ka pu vai
For the longest time, I thought, oh, you know, anybody could pretty much who played guitar could pick it up. It's after I worked with people who shred in standard or can play circles and sight read and all that, then I started to get into, hey, wait a minute, you cannot play like he. So that was great to understand that it's a special skill, you know, and that's why I pass on the music that I was taught. Yeah.
C7. For me, it's more than teaching. I'm here to inspire people to get involved in arts, get involved in culture, get involved in Hawaiian language. And if me being here inspires just one person to pursue art or to get involved, then that's very fulfilling for me. F minor. Slow down. Good.
kauala e piti, kaualoku kalana hale. E hoi mai no kauala e piti, kaualoku kalana hale.
It's fun because, you know, it's a constant musical extravaganza for us as musicians.
After the show, we sat and played music backstage until the wee hours of the morning. And it's for those moments that I really love.
You just want to have a piece of everybody by playing with them. That's how you get your passion or your satisfaction. Oh, I got to play with Cyril, or I got to play with Uncle Richard, or I got to play with Muriel, you know. I got to play with this guy, I got to play with Jeff, I got to play with Nathan Avial, you know.
In the spring of 2001, I was the artistic director of a tour of Hawaiian musicians that went around the islands, and one of our stops was Waimea at the Kahilu Theater. It was a very satisfying event, and at the end, Janet Coburn, the director of the theater at Kahilu, met me in the lobby, said, gee, wouldn't it be great to have another event like this, and maybe even a little longer with a few more musicians. So instead of just one concert, instead of one school program, let's try to have a few more concerts, let's try to have some more school programs, let's maybe even offer some workshops. Next thing you know, the first Ukulele and Slack Key Guitar Institute was held at the Kahilu Theater in Waimea.
Its core purpose is education and exchanging of information between artists and artisan students.
F, G,
yeah, see, and so you're playing with an accord. Right. Oh, yeah.
It's a great opportunity for slack key guitarists and ukulele players and Hawaiian musicians from around the state to get together and share their aloha and their mana'o with the different students and the community here in Waimea.
It's really simple.
See how melodic and sweet that is? Suddenly a solo is a whole new thing. It's not just randomly picking notes.
Creating melodies.
It's a great atmosphere of sharing that we don't get to do in Honolulu. Jeff and I were just saying, it's great to see you. We can talk and walao a little bit.
When I'm on Oahu, there are lots of other musicians around, but everyone's usually working so much, we never get a chance to see each other. And so sitting down here and being together for a good 5 days, all staying at the Kamoela Inn, you know, sometimes concerts break out in the rooms or in the parking lot. You know?
Atmosphere up here is just so exciting, invigorating to be with all these great musicians and great singers. Before we get a sound check, we're all in the back playing. I'll take out my ukulele, go in a corner, or Jeff will bring out his guitar, Jeff Peterson, and Uncle Richard is in the picks out the ukulele, sings, then he goes and performs, then we come back to the hotel, comes upstairs, and you know, we have some poo-poos, and he takes the ukulele out and say, everybody, Cyril's played, everybody, Ozzy's played, everybody. So, and to get to know these people, it's been wonderful. I hope this never ends. I just hope it never ends.
Bobby. You just gotta put your order in. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Igano. Chino, ladies and gentlemen. Chino.
Chino Montero! There are musicians of differing generations. So you have older musicians, you have middle musicians, and then you have the young musicians. And this ability to interact is so enriching for the individual and for the cultural tradition.
I spent some time with talking to Benny Chong. That was great, you know. And it's great to hear his viewpoint on why a young player should understand theory. And the way he explains it is great. It's not hard schooling.
Once you start learning the different positions, you're going to learn where all the notes are on your ukulele, you know. So that helps you embellish what you want to do.
I like to teach workshops where you don't feel like you're just there as part of a whole bunch of people and you get lost in the crowd. I like to try to connect with each student, and if there's any one particular thing that I can find where there's maybe a technical issue or someone needs help with playing chords or developing their tone or sound or really knowing the meaning behind a song, I try to single out people and walk around the room, and I'll give people something to work on and then let them be for a little bit.
Well, that's right, because it's open now.
Yeah.
I've had students in my classes over the years during the Institute that are music teachers, and they're very knowledgeable in music, but the ukulele, the form's so simple, yet it's so complicated. So that's what I love about my class. It's very comfortable, very open. People are free to make mistakes. People are free to ask questions, to participate. Yes. And that's what I love. Just to have a group of people that want to learn and want to share. That's important. And that's what I try to get a lot of participation in my class. And ask questions, make mistakes, it's okay. Now what I'm doing is playing the F, and then we add the 3rd fret so we get this sound. Listen. Okay.
Helping the people, it doesn't matter what age, learn music and applying it to the instrument of their choice is what I want to do. I love doing that. It doesn't matter what age you are, and it doesn't matter if they all want to just play one chord and learn how to strum one chord, and that's their accomplishment. I'm happy I've done my job. But if they want to get to the next chord, I'm going to teach them a little bit more. That's why I have fun. Last year, you should have seen, I was dancing around, I was standing up. Okay, now let's play chord progression, turnarounds, and I was doing turnarounds. And I said, no, come on, get the feel, you know, I mean, it's not like, you know, I gotta go. And then they started jumping up and down with the whole class. go like this, and then he started playing, and I was laughing, and they were laughing, and he said, "Oh man, this was fun. This was fun." I said, "It's not only playing the chords; it's how you play it in the feel, you know."
So you know, everything is added on. Just add it on. So that's why before you can add on anything, I think you should learn what the major and minor chords are and what you do with the third and fifth. That determines the whole contents of the chord. So when it becomes to figuring out solos, hey, take it, man. You know what to do. I mean, I know it sounds impossible, but it isn't.
The C chord is the C chord. So when you go in there and somebody's singing a pretty Hawaiian song and they're playing it in C, and you play your C chord and you try to emulate what the beat is, the feel is. And so if somebody's playing a different, like we played together, Muriel and Jeff and I played the Blue Monk, a little blues, so I'm listening to her and I didn't know the song, but then all of a sudden I start to get into it. I just try, we just have this feeling of just doing it, just go for it,
We play all different types of music. It's just like eating. You gotta eat all kind of different food. Yeah, Music was meant to break barriers down. A lot of people is putting the barriers back up now, and that's not right, And like Benny said, music is music. Every year I come here, I learn something new from other musicians.
It's a sharing of cultures, and I've been happy to share some of my techniques that I've come up with some of the players here. And I'm bringing back with me some new techniques and some new sounds in my ears as well.
It's just a wonderful opportunity for people who know each other but maybe have never sat down and played together, really to get to know each other. And I always go home having learned a lot and feeling huge inspiration, and also feeling good about reaching students, and it's great that they can be a part of it. And even one night we invite students to join the kanikapila. They come up on stage.
I don't think enough people realize that, yes, music is an art, it is a craft, but it's also a very important bridge. It's a bridge to a past, it's a bridge to people in between individuals, cultures, communities, and if you lose that touch to your traditional music, you lose a lot.
To me, the only way you can understand a culture without even learning the languages, listen to the music. And then you're going to find out we're the same. We're all the same.
The universal language of the world is music. You can be anywhere in the world, play an instrument, stranger in a strange land. You start playing music, friends, you're going to make friends right away. It's just that barrier just goes right away. You can tell how a person feels, how a culture feels, a concept of music from different areas that you visit, and they know exactly how you feel, where you're from, especially that sweet Hawaiian music, whether it's a steel or slacky. When you play and they start crying, they don't even know the language, they don't know the music. You know that they feel the same way. It all comes from the heart. You know. A little bit of Hawaiian hoedown. It's called E Kiss Kaua, which means kiss me. Au he ai pupuli kolo ke lani a ke alo, sweet hanua ala o kauka baby. Hone hone ka ua I ka malu I lia, I ka ua kini hone a o lani baby. Danny? Hoka mahao e pili ane ala, Tana mihi lawe o lelo ke kau. Hone hone kaua I ka malu I lia, I kaua ki ki hune a ola ne mame. Sa kalao nauna, Ia ai mai o e kumea paru paru. Hone hone kaua I ka malu I lia, I kaua ki ni hone a ola niu. Hone hone kaua I ka malu I lia, I kaua ki ni hone a ola niu. Kaua I ka malu I lia, I kaua ki ni hune a ola niu. Hone hone kaua I ka malu I lia, I kaua ki ni hune a ola niu. Mahalo. Thank you.
You know, doing this workshop, you know, have all these artists, even from Lebert Kaapana, Dennis Kamakai, Ozzy, you know, Jeff Peterson, and we all, and also Chino, you know, but we all play in different tunings and we play how we feel. But the main thing we have that Hawaiian feeling.
It's just wanting to play. It's the passion of wanting to play. I'm a contemporary player, but basically, as you know, But when I hear Hawaiian music, which I haven't played much in my life, except for more on a modern side, a progressive side, when I hear Cyril playing, or Ozzy Otani play, or Richard Hope singing like that, I want to have a piece of that action. I want to have a little. I want to go in there and strum a few chords to see if I can emulate that feeling of the type of music that they play.
If you love music, okay, first of all, if you love music, you're going to be kind of interested in what this guy doing. And to have all these artists, and we're looking at, we're old timers, we're friends, you know. I mean, there's nothing that, oh, I don't want you to play. No. We do whatever we can do, you know. And when we pick a song, we share all the solos. And what this does help us to what we can give to a new generation. Today, my biggest goal is continue my dad's legacy. To me, it's he opened the doors for me, and I like to say, you know, I could be like my dad, but there's only one Gabby, you know. My master was Daddy, Atta Isaacs, Sonny Chimingward. I was like 8, 9 years old. And wherever my dad performed, my mother used to tell me, Daddy, take the boy with you. And you know, from then on, I watched, I listened, you know. And that was my school, eyes and ears. You know, the old school, they said. And today, this is new for me, doing workshop teaching, you know. Benji. Yeah, see, but you get the feeling of playing. I mean, once we know the chords, perfect. We can do just about any song. And like I say, you can set your own tempo. Like, when I find myself in time, troubled Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in the hour of darkness, she's standing right in front of me. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
When I study with Sonny, I sit with Sonny in his kitchen, and he sits on the table, and I watch, and that's all you use, your eyes and your ears. That's the old way, and you copy, and you copy, and you say, can you do that again? What you did right there, where your fingers there? And he was patient enough to show me, and so it's an oral tradition, so it lends itself to all sorts of styles, and that's the beauty of it. And on top of that, you put in the use of various tunings, and these are historical tunings. These are tunings that are passed on through generations within a family. You know, that's what happened with Ledward and Uncle Fred Punahoa and that whole Kalapana style of playing.
Uncle Fred used to call his song Just Press. He used to call his song Just Press. I used to ask him, Uncle, why do you call his song Just Press? Because he never knew what key there was, so everything was Just Press. So as I was playing with him, I was pressing. He looked at me and he says, press the right key. I said, oh, he said press, so you know me, I press anything.
Letter Kapana.
Just press. Edward Kaapana. Mike Kaava.
When I first started, I had no access to teachers. I had no access to knowledge. The only knowledge I could come up with was playing with my friends every day at school. On my 15th birthday, Dad did the Slaki Festival in Kauai. And so he invited me on stage to play a song.
Which I didn't know he could play.
Yeah, at all.
I was totally blank, you know. I looked at him and said, "You play?" You know, and you know, like a fool, he doesn't say anything. And I'm teaching him all these chords, and he say, "Yeah, you do this and that." And you know, when music is really going, you know, just the groove is going, and you kind of lose track of who's on stage with you. So I just turned to him and said, "Take a solo," and he went, "What?" And he said, "Go ahead, take a solo," you know. And you know, he said, "Okay." So he started ripping on the ukulele. I was so shocked. I stopped the song, put my guitar down, grabbed the mic, I stood up and I turned to him and I said, "Where did you learn that?" And the audience laughed. And we couldn't get the audience back, the attention back because it was so funny.
Brother Richard, ho'opi'i, and being with him, and his leo ki'eki'e, his falsetto style of singing, has always it's always been a wonderment for me, especially when he was with his brother Saw, and being on stage with him, and how gracious he is when he performs, how attuned to the importance of recognizing the spirit of what we do as performers. That's where always both Richard and Saw were proponents of when and wherever they perform.
Losing my brother 3.5 years ago, always when I was on stage, I think about him because of the medleys we do and the tune and the spontaneous changes of chords. And he just reminded me of that. He sings almost like my brother Solomon ho'opi'i, and they say he sings almost like Richard ho'opi'i, the dad. So it is a great experience for me, and I'm very proud and happy that one of my children can follow that trait.
It's an honor to be next to my dad, for he's a man of, it inspires me in music, first of all. I'm just very honored to have a dad besides. And for me, I think I'm still doing my homework in music, but I think I've proven to Dad that this is what I want to do and carry on this, legacy of the ho'opi'i brothers. Now that you see now father and son, which was my dad's dream, I'm pretty sure. Now he's living the dream, and I'm there to live it with him. I have two sons, Kalai and Keanu, back in Hilo, and they already own their own ukuleles. Practicing, yeah, I do teach them. I do think of, what I do is I think of when Dad used to tell me, you want to learn, or you want to play. So I let them, they pick up the uke and they ask me, they want to play music. So that's good for me, and I teach them what I know. Yeah, and hopefully, it will come out to turn out father and son in the future.
Here we have this tradition here in Hawaii, and if we don't act soon to gather as much information and share that information with each other as musicians, these, of course, as we always say, these aspects of our culture, these jewels of our culture will be lost. And so, yes, that's what this has afforded me, at least. And then hearing all the other stories from the other musicians as we share at night, and then we get on stage and have fun. Yeah, you just can't. You can't pay for this, I think.
It's already.
I don't know.
This next song tells about the kupuna of this place called wonderful Waimea. And Saul and I used to do this repertoire of song, and it's called the Waimea Rough Rider in the Ho'opi'i style. And we send this song out to the cowgirl that's there, and the cowboy that's on the top over there, and to all the rest of you to sit back, relax, and put on the bandana so the dust don't get in your eyes.
Kila kila pale olo na pipila me ka kua ki pupu pa kanani o pu kalani la me ka hai ho kalana kila hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai akahi ho I au I ka makala me ka rafara helawe kai I nui ka vai ani la me ka pu aku ke moni hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai li li o le me ka rafara helawe kai I nui ka vai ani la me ka pu aku ke moni hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai hano vale na cowboy e mahu ko ki halia ala na pono I ke kaula I la me ka vai o ka pipika you hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai hu ye ha hu I koni I ka pu vai Thank you, Waimea. I love you. Mahalo. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, my son. I want to thank you.
Once again, from the Big Island, Leonard Kaupana. Hanorado, haliva, kuahame, aloha. Halorano, haliva, uhohame, aloha. Koheno, oe, puena, keuka, iha, manavana. Koheno, oe, puena, keuka, iha, manavana. Prepara.
Kalikila, Kaliva, Kalikiva, oh, Akamalgine Eya. Kila Kila, Kaliva, Kalikiva, oh, Akamalgine Eya. Hano, hano, haliva. Oh, heavily away, e kamoa e. Our trade winds come away. Oh, hell, away. They come away. Oh, hell, away. Oh, imai. Dahele poina. Oliana. Ho imai, ahe poina, poina America ona Hui po I ke kai Walina wa o kona E aloha I bilia America ona Hui po I ke kai Walina wa o kona mai ana kapuana Hagui po keke Malino a okona Haina iama Ana kapuana Tui po keke Malino a okona Let her go, pana.
Mai kawa.
Eu.
Okay.
right.
Hoi aloha.